Okay. Okay. Am I streaming is the question. Question of the day. Question of the day. It looks like I am. How does it sound? I have no idea. Am I streaming is the question. That sounds perfect. I'm so glad it sounds good. Hello and welcome back. I'm back in university again. Um, oh, we have one person viewing. Hello, viewer. I've just started streaming. I guess I should post on the Discord again that I'm uh uh uh, now live. Come join me. Oh, that's not the what? Now live, come join me. Cool. Um, Hello? I need to get music going. Music playing. I haven't even decided what music. I guess we'll play some more Game Chops, I guess. Game Chops is pretty good. I have to work around this new microphone that I got. So now you won't be able to ooh, super standard 6 hours ago, just 24 minutes. And I'll just play the video game lounge. Video game study lounge. Where is it? It's right here. I think I can play that. Yeah. Oh, no concurrent viewers left. How is this audio? Is that maybe loud? It kind of sounds loud in my ear. And then I'll put the link to this in. Yeah, I gotta work around the microphone. Yeah, Control C. And then I'll put it in the stuff here. Bum 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 bum. That's from Delta. What's it? Delta Craft. Oh. Yes. Hello. Right now, just let me check the audio. Yes. Hello. Right now, just let me check the audio. Okay, audio's good. How do I play? There we go. It's a little bit loud in my ear though. Can I do that? Cool. Yes. Hello, I'm back. Oh, I'm still playing myself. There we go. Oh, you can probably hear that. Yeah. Anyways, I'm here, and I am large and in charge. Yeah. So just to kind of inform, or just to let you guys know, I will be live streaming In Sound Mind and finishing it. I haven't played any of it. I don't even remember what I got through, unfortunately. But I will be working on that, and I'll be doing it. By the way, live streaming every other week. I'll be doing. So that will be, you know, what I'm doing now live on my channel. Wow, I'm so glad I got a notification on that about myself. But yes. And to let anyone know that's watching it post, I currently have no viewers, so that means I may make this shorter than I plan to, but that's fine. But yeah, so I kind of wanted to talk about a few things, because I'm back in university. I have good Wi-Fi. I am learning a whole bunch of stuff, which is probably the most important part. Well, also having a lot of very close friends that I have that I can interact with and do a lot of cool stuff with. But yeah, so I started off live streaming last semester with just talking, and then I had no idea what I was doing. It's the first time I've ever streamed, and it was kind of all over the place. So this time, I hope it's gonna be a lot better. I'm gonna be playing more games. For the main reason of I didn't play games before, because it's like, okay, everyone plays games. Is that distracting? I don't know if that's distracting. I'll put it. What you want me here? Oh, hold on, let me put it up real quick, and then let me just get all this stuff. Yes, yes, great, great. This is the room where it happens. So now hopefully the fan won't be as bothersome. Ooh, that's actually a great spot for it. Okay. So yeah, talking about that, you can see there's some blank spaces in my room, and I talked before of doing a couple posters. And I remember two of them. I think the third one was Gravity Falls one. I'm probably not gonna get that one, but I haven't actually gotten them yet, unfortunately. But I did get two other ones actually from my parents whenever they saw that I was talking about that. And is the audio too low? I have no idea. How would I think I can put it lower here. No, put it higher. I think it should be around there. And then you can hear me, correct? No, put it higher. I think it should be around there. And then you can hear me, correct? I'll put it down a bit. Okay. It's weird. It's weird being back. You know, how do I stream, you know? Anyways, I did get two other ones. Look pretty cool. Just gotta say, I got this one. Cap in his own magazine at last. Captain America. It's weird rotating. Yeah, I got this one, which is super cool, which I'm probably gonna put up. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna put this one up probably here. I would probably put the Studio Ghibli one there, and then the Where's My Water one is gonna go over in that corner over there, which I'm glad you can actually see in the webcam. I thought it was gonna be kind of, you know, too head on. But this one I got. There's this one. Amazing Spider-Man with great power. There must also come great responsibility. That's a big change on it. It's sticking on me. This one is probably gonna go there. You can't see it, but it'll be there. Just know that it's there. You know, last time, whenever I was streaming, it was like 0 people. I didn't know what to do, but since I now can plan live streams a lot better because I know how to do them. Let me put these down. I do this a lot. Where I literally just talk, but I still have something in my hands. But yeah, so that's that. I'm gonna put them up eventually. I'm also, you know, gonna get the stuff. I always forget that it shows on Discord that I'm streaming. And my friends will be like, "Oh, he's streaming." Hopefully they don't see that. It's weird. Anyways, yeah. So what are we gonna talk about today? That's right. I wanted to just start off by saying I don't typically do a lot of these kind of talking streams a lot, mainly just because I kind of feel weird doing them because I don't know, it's just it doesn't get that good of feedback back and forth, especially since I was before just doing it in videos and then I got no comments on them. I'm like, look, I'm telling you I'm doing this, I'm telling you I'm doing that, and then it was just like a few people saw it and they're like, okay, cool, do it. And I'm like, oh, I'm trying. But yeah, it's just been a very continuous cycle back and forth for the past couple years of, I would say, kind of not being consistent, which the main purpose of that is to try and, I mean, as you can kind of tell, I am streaming to 0 people, but you know, a lot of times I don't get anywhere with all this stuff that I create, so because of that, I think I always have to change and adapt, and so none of my content is really consistent, and I kind of don't like that too much, because I mean, I understand that consistency builds your YouTube channel, and so it was kind of just going back and forth and all that was kind of driving me crazy. But because there's no solid base, I'm reading some of the stuff that I put in this little paragraph just to sum up this beginning intro thing that I wanted to say. So I decided I kind of, throughout these couple years where I'm kind of going back and forth on all this stuff, I kind of realized that I don't necessarily have a goal or anything that I'm kind of reaching for, or a lot of it's just like, oh, I'm trying to be unique to be popular, which isn't why I like being unique in the first place. So I had, been thinking, internalizing. This is part of the reason why I don't like doing a lot of the talking stuff like this, because it can ramble on, and there's a lot of it, and it's just always changing, whatever. But I figured I just kind of open up with this, and I'll get on with it. Because I'm talking a lot again. Yeah, just talking about what I could do and still not doing it, and then once done, they go nowhere, creating a cycle. But yeah, I feel much more confident in my reasoning for creating, as I've sort of experimented a lot more, and instead of thinking like, okay, I need to, not necessarily think about trying to be popular, and more of like, find stuff that I like to do, because if I do that, I'm gonna like it, and I shouldn't necessarily focus on all that. It's just, I want to be able to do this, and in order to feel like I can do this, I thought it was off. It looked off in there. In order to continuously be able to do this, I need some kind of base. I need a decent amount of people watching and stuff like that. And so that's kind of why I kind of struggle and internalize all this stuff. But enough talking about that. That's just a little thing. But yeah, I am more focused now on more of like my life of development thing. That's kind of why I rebranded to Redstone developer, because I'm not necessarily Minecraft based, although there is Minecraft stuff coming in the future that you may be intrigued to hear about. In that I could talk in more detail if someone attended the live stream, and then they could ask me, because it is kind of a QnA, But yeah, I like providing experiences and inspiration to others, things like that, and that's kind of what I put. So yeah, this is what I'm focusing on. Yeah, like I was thinking of like an intro being like, hello and welcome to my wild ride of development, because that's kind of what I do. I just develop things, and that's kind of what I want to focus on and think about while creating. Anyways, I just want to get that out of the way, and I'll do this probably twice per year, because that's kind of what I did at the beginning of this year. But yeah, that's kind of what's been happening, and kind of why I also started season 2 of the Red Edge Developers, I kind of felt like maybe I should create, because now I'm a lot more focused in my videos, and I'm making videos that I'm much more proud of. I want to be able to highlight them instead of necessarily feeling like they're being drowned out or being like capsulized, and like this is history back then, and it doesn't mean as much now because it was a year ago or whatever. But instead focusing on the good videos and stuff like that, I was thinking of like, oh, what if I redo it, make a new channel, whatever, and like hide all my old stuff. But I was like, you know what, instead of doing that, because I like showing my progress and stuff, I'll just do season 2, and that's kind of what I've been doing. And of course there is lore involving it, which it's happening. It's unfortunately going to be a lot slower than I would like for lore, but it's just big, and it's a lot of stuff, and okay, now it is feeling kind of awkward. It's just me talking. I know one's viewing. That's fine. But yeah, so something that I kind of realized and kind of want to do with season 2 as well, is you can see that I'm live streaming to kind of connect contact with you guys. I like doing that, and having fun, hanging out, playing games, which we'll probably start doing more. finishing in sound mind. That'll be a lot of fun. And yeah, so I'll be doing that. And then I thought, what could also be good is doing shorts, because or like how will shorts be implemented into this kind of plan. And I think I still do really like making videos, but it's just a lot of the videos take so long to create, but I still want to create little goofy things or whatever. Shorts is the perfect place for it, and also I could just take snippets of videos and be like, hey look, it's this, because apparently shorts get a whole lot more views, or a whole lot more attention, which can then lead to people seeing it, stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. I think it's a very cool and good plan, because I may be quite busy with school and stuff. One person came in and then left. I'm sorry, I wasn't entertaining enough. But yeah, so as a part of, I could talk about current projects. Man, I put a lot of stuff I could talk about, because I didn't want to feel like I was just standing here doing nothing and waiting for people to come in, or waiting for something. I don't know. It was really weird doing the first live stream. So I was like, what do we talk about? It's only been an hour. I guess it's been 20 minutes. But yeah, I planned a whole lot of stuff to talk about, and then also QnA, which I guess if people are watching this back and do still want to ask a question, go ahead. I'm all ears, and I'll probably answer it. I mean, I'll answer it regardless, even if it's not on this live stream or whatever, just on a typical video, or even in the Discord server. You can join the Discord. Wow. But yeah, I guess part of the reason why I kind of put a lot of stuff and made sure to not, or why it doesn't kind of feel awkward that there's not that many people, is because it's just it's a very small stream, I would say. It's not like anything interesting happening besides me just talking about what I'm doing, and you'd only probably listen to it if you were really interested. I'm just kind of stumbling around trying to think of what I could mention, because I could mention like maybe one or two more things, and I'll probably stream for an hour unless someone else comes in and greets me, and then I could go on about some other stuff, because like I said before, videos were about the videos updates that I was doing before was about gauging reaction at. I feel like I'm just kind of going back to that, and then it goes back to the thing of drowning out the others, which is why I only started streaming once it split up the category of videos, shorts, and live streams, because I was like, I'm not gonna live stream, and then it's just gonna drown out my videos. And then plus with shorts as well, because it's like, well, I want to create a lot of shorts, but stuff like that. But split now, which makes a whole lot of sense. But yeah, oh yeah, so the goal, I guess, because I mentioned a 2-year plan in the I haven't even talked about that. Yeah, so I could go on about that. In the thumbnail, it mentions a 2-year plan. What does that mean? It means that I have 2 more years until I'm pretty much out of college, and then that means I'm gonna have to be doing other stuff if this little thing doesn't go anywhere, and I mean, I'll still be doing stuff, it just will be a lot more drawn back, because I'll have to focus on the other stuff. And I mean, I may just work for a game development company, or an engineering company, a robotics company, because I was thinking, why would I go and do that? It doesn't seem that interesting, but you know what, looking into it, kind of does seem interesting. So I wouldn't mind that, and then on the side, just kind of doing a couple YouTube videos, and then at that point, it definitely wouldn't be a case of like, oh, will I hit 1,000 subscribers, stuff like that, because then it's like, it's definitely a side thing at that. which is how I started. And then once I started thinking about making this a job, it became a lot more stressful. But yeah, so I did of course mention that, you know, college takes a lot of time out of me, and I don't necessarily want to put my all and everything into this because it's not something, or, you know, I need some time for myself. But I do have a few plans, you know, live stream every other week while I'm in school, just to kind of touch base while I'm, you know, in the midst of doing all this, doing this type of stream where I'm just talking for only 2 times per year, which if no one shows up to this, then they put it back down to 1 per year. And yeah, so yeah, there'll be at least 1 short per month. I'll try and do, because shorts are a lot easier to create because it's only a minute, but I like putting a lot of attention to detail and stuff into it. I don't think there'll be 1 this month. Yeah, because it's just a week left. But I will definitely be doing that next month. Yeah, and I'll be trying to do at least 5 videos per year. So I do have a lot of videos planned. I could, you know, talk about them, or, you know, I could have you guys vote on the next video that I do. But one's here, I guess you lose that prize, huh? Yeah, I want to talk a little bit and mention that, you know, like I said, the whole goal of this right now, unfortunately, is to, you know, reach a decent amount of people viewing my stuff to be able to do this full time. In order to do that, you know, I need at least 1,000 subscribers, certain amount of watch hours, whatever. The main thing is just, I think once I get 1,000 subscribers, then it'll be kind of good. But holding the mic. Oh, I don't know how this affects the volume. Does it affect the? I would assume so. Yeah, it does. I won't try and yell in your ear. Yeah. So, let me open up a GIMP, and then talk about a few things. I need to switch up my whole situation. Oh, I just accidentally closed that again as soon as I opened it. I don't know what this one is. What is this song? It's from Wii U Grooves. I've played Wii Fit, but not Wii U Grooves. Let me switch and then Control A, delete, and then yeah, that's good. And then what I can do is I can go here and then do this, and then bam, we have a full canvas to paint, to draw, to put our whole life into, if you will. Yeah, that's all good. I want to place this. Where do I want to place this? Because I'm gonna be hitting Control Z a lot. Ooh. I can place this over here, and then you can probably, that's actually a great spot for it. I'll place it there from now on. Can you still hear me? I guess then I'm facing this way a lot, but it looks like it's fine. Okay. Cool. Here, let us discuss, what 1K stretch goal, 1K subscriber milestone. Hold on, milestone. Yes. Okay. So what this is about? Let me just merge it. There we go. Is that? Yeah, it looks all good. So what this is, it's pretty much an incentive that I'm putting out here for these 2 years, part of the 2-year plan, where I'm, like I said before, is making 5 videos per year at least, and I have some really cool video ideas that I really enjoy. It's not just gonna be me trying to get videos out as soon as possible, which was, the problem. Because yeah, it's the thing of like, oh man, I'm not going anywhere or doing it, and I kind of blamed myself for the videos that I was making, but I mainly blamed the time that it took out of me to do it. Because I was like, oh, that's fine. Oh, is this Minecraft? Oh, Chillcraft, yeah. Because, what was I saying? I look back and I'm like, yeah, that's good for where I was, and I'm kind of accepting that, myself isn't as skilled as before or whatever, but then I just placed all the blame on the time that I took, and then, then I'm thinking I'm wasting time 24/7. Things like that. But anyways, all that is solved and a lot better, and stuff and things. Anyways, it's like I always get distracted. Which brings me to a point which I probably shouldn't discuss, but I'm gonna discuss anyways. I was gonna go through like towards the end of the stream of like discussing the good and bad of live streaming that I've learned. And one of them I put bad was getting distracted, which I think I get a lot distracted. I get more distracted if it's either just me by myself, because then I don't know where to shape the live stream to go, or there's like too many people, and then like people are like, hey, have you seen this, look at this, whatever, and then I'm distracted. Anyways, let's get to the milestone. Okay, so here's the incentive, which it's not all on you to do, because I'm of course gonna be creating great videos, and if anything, this is just, it's more of just a like a party, I guess, type of thing. Because it's not, this is the only place that you'll kind of see that this is like a milestone thing. It's just saying, it's like, hey, I'm working towards this, and if we do hit it, this is what happens. But if you want to share my videos and channel to other people because you think some of my past stuff is good, I have a whole lot of other great stuff that's planned. Anyways. In streams. I wonder if that's a thing I should think about in live streaming, is like what to say or like if I say a word too much, should I like try and get it out of my vocabulary as much? Yeah, so I have a little list of things that I'll go through if we hit 1,000. The first one, of course, is this will be hard to do on this. I could put it on my iPad, which I just got, but just right here. First one is I would like to propose a kangaroo. This is really hard, but you know what? Not too bad. Is that how you spell it? Nope, that's not. This is why I needed this space open to hit Control Z. Karaoke night. I think it'll be a live stream. It'll be here. I'll probably be in the voice channel in my Discord server, and other people will join, and I'll just you recommend videos, and then I'll sing them. I think it'll be really fun. It'll be slightly embarrassing, but it's a party. We just hit 1,000, whatever. This is kind of the plan. Forever sees this. And then also as a part of that, as a part of this package deal, you will I'll do it. Theater. Oh boy. What's it gonna be? Past. So you're gonna actually see my theater past and maybe current. I actually don't know if I'll be in any plays this year, because I haven't auditioned for them yet. But we'll take a couple looks at some clips of me doing theater stuff. because I really enjoyed being in them, and then it'll be nice to share them with this audience. Which the main point of me saying, like, being concerned that it shows that I'm streaming in Discord is that the theater people may see that and then be like, hey, what's happening here? And then I'll be caught, and then my whole life is over. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that's kind of another thing. And another part, this is all, about me and celebrating whatever, for us doing this, because, this is the ultimate goal, and I thought I'd form a little surprise of something. I guess it's not really a surprise, but it will be a surprise for anyone who doesn't see this after the fact, because they didn't join live. To see my theater background coming in. The other thing is, of course, whenever I get 1,000, my main goal is to blow it. My main goal is actually to, why, I guess I could explain why I would want 1,000 subscribers to then get monetized and stuff like that. And, part of it is because, the main part actually is just to be able to financially keep on doing this, even if it's just a little bit of money, to then, own an apartment, and then I just, do that. But what I really want to do is to do this. Yeah, that's right. I'm actually writing pretty well. Where's the start my own game dev company. And if I don't hit 1,000 and it's 2 years, I'll probably join another game dev company and work for them. I'll probably do that anyways, just to learn how to do it. And I am next summer gonna take courses on entrepreneurship, which will be very fun and exciting, because even if I don't create a game dev company, doing YouTube as a for myself is still, an entrepreneurship type thing. And even if none of this works out, which, none of it could, the main reason why I'm fine with putting my all and effort into a lot of this stuff is because a lot of these skills can be carried over into jobs. Like entrepreneurship, the game development skills, the engineering skills, stuff like that, and even, recording streams and videos and stuff, because all of that will just go into, a lot of it's teamwork based and being able to speak and pronounce your ideas and stuff like that. But again, I like this to be a thing, which is why I very much put a lot of stress on this a lot of times on myself, which I'm not gonna get into again. And I honestly didn't expect, I wrote that paragraph of a little thing of hey, before I start, just wanted to say, a lot of it's been a cycle and stuff like that. I expected to be able to just quickly go through that, but as you can see, I'm still used to very much rambling about this kind of stuff. But I'll get through it. There's no one else here. And then I'll probably end in 20 minutes. So I'll try and fit as much stuff as I can in the last remaining probably 15 minutes by the time I'm done with this, or maybe 20. I'll be quick about this. Just for anyone who wants to look back, I'll give you a little Easter egg of what's happening, and then and of course, something I was thinking about this is, if I were to create a game dev company, it would just be a lot of my friends coming together. I'd be able to sort of pay them for it sounds pretty bad, but it's definitely going to be more as a group of people who like game development in the beginning, because I don't necessarily know the financials of it. I guess I will take entrepreneurship and then see how much money YouTube would give me, but at 1,000 it's probably not at all any. But yeah, the main thing is the main thing that I was thinking about this is that it's not necessarily apparent, like, I guess I could take like a picture or selfie of all of this together and be like, look, this is what you've done, yay, whatever, 1,000. But something that could be interesting is that Charles. Choose the game. I think it'd be quite interesting for you guys to choose the game that my newly developed game dev company will do. And it'll just be based off of genre, because I mean, I have a list of ones that now I can't see them. A list of them, and I have the full idea for them, but I just don't know exactly which one to do next. I mean, I kind of know a basis of it, but I mean, I think it'd be cool and interesting to just kind of do it to where you guys say a genre, and then I'll have a game idea based off that genre already ready, and then we just do that. And I think that'd be pretty cool. I was just thinking some other things that I wanted to bring up, but unfortunately can't because there's no one here, or even like some games and some voting and stuff. But it's fine. I'll do it quick. But yeah, again, I was thinking choosing the game, that's not that apparent. So then, part 2, or I guess part 3 of that is share the blood. No, share the progress, which basically means after 1 to 2 months, after the team's formed, we've decided a game, we've started working on at least concept art and concept game mechanics, which a lot of that's already in my mind, but of course, if I have a group of people, because I'm definitely going to take in their feedback for things, and then 1 to 2 months later, whatever we have, I'll share it, and I think that'll be very fun to do. It'll be, hey, look, this is what you funded, this is what you're doing, and then probably a part of this as well, I'll probably open up a Patreon, because I don't think it's worth doing it now, because it's like, oh hey, I'm small, I'm doing nothing. It's like 1 or 2 people will be like, yeah, sure, I'll do Patreon, but if I have 1,000, maybe a few people will help, and then that'll help me put the money towards the people that I would have game dev company. Sorry that I'm talking quiet as well. It just, again, kind of feels like I'm talking to myself, and then I heard my roommates shuffling around, so I thought it'd be a bit quieter since I'm not actually, doing anything. But yeah, 15 minutes left. What else is there? Whoops. Don't do that. This is the speed round. Oh, no, I do want a background. Okay, as much stuff as I can draw, I guess talk about is what I'll be doing. But yeah, another thing about the good and bad of live streaming, I think it's way better to write it down than just say it, because I don't think that's entertaining. There's gonna be a Minecraft channel. That's my secret Minecraft news. And I was gonna ask, what do you guys want to see? I guess you could put it in the comments. Could it be like mini games, making mini games? Yeah, I know we have a lot of ideas for that. Or creating a new SMP with sort of its own rules or whatever. Doing challenges like beating Minecraft.this, which is pretty popular. Finishing DeltaCraft, which I started a while ago, or something entirely new. So that's gonna be exciting. I don't know how I'm gonna fit it into with all my other stuff, but I will definitely put effort into it if people do want to see it, and once we do create the channel. Again, it's much work for month, 5 videos per year. question about posters. I talked about that paragraph many times. I'm sorry about that. I guess it's kind of the thing of like, I think that I can do this streaming because I see a lot of other people doing it. But you know, every time I stream, I realize like, hey, I don't actually exactly know how to stream, and it takes time and it takes a lot of effort. So thank you, all of you 0 people, for hanging around. I guess that's part of it. I probably should mention or call out that. But yeah, anyways, the current projects, I'll just kind of talk about each one, and then I wonder if I could. Yeah, I'll just do a quick thing about it. Can I like Control C, Control V? No, it requires an image. Unless I do this. There we go. There they all are. Should I put? Yeah, that's fine. You know, Villain Rewind. That's my current big game that I'm working on. And I can guarantee that I'll have a finished demo of it. Which is pretty much exactly what you see in the Unity game, except, you know, all unrealized, and also put the most effort into for that section of the game. Of course, there'll be a lot more planned for the game. Well, there is a lot more planned for the game that I'll put in, which will be very exciting. Of course, Conquer the Tree. You know, my game. I think it's still my latest video. I guess I should mention, I am working on a couple more videos right now. It's just, you know, taking a lot more time than expected, but I will do that. But Conquer the Tree, that's being worked on. And I have an update that'll basically, you know, revitalize it. I guess it's more of a making an update of it. I actually don't. Do I look? Okay, no. I was thinking, is it too dark outside? The lighting. But yeah, basically the next Conquer the Tree update, which I guess I'll kind of mention and say, is going to just pretty much be me taking the game and improving it to the point of how I would now, knowing what I know about game development. That's not necessarily that many gameplay changes. I may look into that. But it's a lot of like art and music, since I, you know, wasn't comfortable doing it before, and you know, I could just hire someone for the music. I still don't think I'd be able to make better music now. Space Fighters, or I guess I should say that these two, the demo and then Conquer the Tree, will be done by the end of the 2 years. That's the hope. And then after that, I may work a bit on Space Fighters again, which is the first kind of full game that I made. It's a 2D game, and it's pretty simple, but it's still kind of my first full game that I made. But yeah, I of course going again. I think I'll probably completely redo Space Fighters in terms of the code and all that, because you know, I've learned from that. Of course, the FNAF video, which I guess I only mentioned in Discord, and I didn't mention it, you know, on YouTube at all, is a project that I'm working on, and it will be out soon. And that's all that I'm gonna say, because it's the next thing. I guess I'll leak a little bit of you looked at all my thumbnails. Where is that, by the way? Here it is. Bam! There's a little sneak peek of it right there. Yeah, I'm doing something. Ooh, what could it be? I'm hoping something that will get seen and noticed, and then, you know, get a decent amount of people watching my stuff. The other thing is the VRS, the Virtual Robot Simulator. I've been doing a whole bunch of work on that, and it's probably been the one thing that I've probably worked on the most during summer. Because I'm trying to get custom robot importing done and made into the Virtual Robot Simulator. So if you made a CAD of your robot, or a computer-aided design, that's what CAD stands for, software like Fusion 360, where you can basically model your robot. You can then take that and put it into the VRS. And that's kind of what I've been working on for I think about a year now. and I would show a bit of it, but you know, I'm on a time stamp. I'm only going to stream for an hour, and then I think I'm actually going to continue working on it because it's based off of FTC First Tech Challenge, which is a high school competition which is going to start its new season in about like a week. So I got to get a lot of that finished, actually. And then Superheroes in VR is an odd one to put up here. Well, I guess talking about the triple devlog games, which is Villain Rewind. I think it's like unlabeled game number 2, and then Superheroes in VR. Superheroes in VR. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm necessarily going to work on it in the upcoming time at some point. Because you know I have Field Rewind, Conquer the Tree, and all this other stuff that I'll focus on because I don't really know where to go with it. I will provide an update. I will provide a very big update that I can do at some point. I guess it's not that big. It's just updating it to Unreal Engine 5 and putting some other things with it. So that'll be very exciting. And then for Game Label 2, I think that's what I called it. That's in the same vein, except that'll be pushed a whole lot more back than initially planned, which was kind of the point to begin with, and then why I did the triple devlog, which, you know, another story. There's a lot of plans and stuff like that I've set out, and that's in motion. But you'll see it in time. Again, the reason why I don't like kind of talking about these things is I kind of look back and like, yeah, I just talked about it. But it's like I never do any of it, and then I think about wasting time. Which the only reason I bring that up is because no one else is here, and then I feel so weird. It's hitting me now. Yeah, I think I was probably fine with 0 people being here and doing all this if I just didn't mention the reason why I don't like doing these types of things, because now it's just on my mind. As I'm going through, it's like, okay, try not to do this, try not to do that. Okay, well, you know, I'm kind of doing that, and I guess I'll explain it, things like that. Yeah, no more mentioning it. That's it. No more. I was gonna have you guys vote on my next small video, which there's a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 7 of them, and you could vote on it, and then, you know, I would have done it, but yeah, it's fine. There's also, yeah, and then, you know, discussing the good and bad of live streaming. I already kind of made a short list, which, if anyone has made it this far, which is pretty much an hour in, I would like to know some tips and tricks about live streaming. I've mentioned a couple of them, and I've kind of forgotten them at this point, but the ones that I have written down is it's good to play video games, it turns out. Even though it's very oversaturated in the streaming space, it is still a very good thing to do, because people will still show up even if you've played it before, and it's more about your personality. And, you know, I think about, like, hey, what content would be good, not me being the content. That's kind of weird. But that's why I am going to be doing, you know, more Inside Mind, hanging out with you guys, and doing all of that. Bad is doing too many talks like this, which I realized before. I did I think I made a video of like 4 years on YouTube or whatever, and I pretty much record it as a video, but it's pretty much exactly like this in the terms of it took forever to get through, because it's a pretty long video. It's like over an hour, and I realized, like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I get so caught up in my thoughts whenever I do these types of things, which you can clearly see, and that's why I'm only gonna do 1 per every other year or 1 per year, depending. Good. I put is interacting with chat. Hello everyone. Yeah, you know, open up the live chat bar on the right side of your screen, and you'll see what's happening. But yeah, that is that is all that. Hello, one person who has joined the stream. How's it going? I've pretty much gone through a lot of my updates and stuff. And they left. I realize it's really weird talking about having 0 people and then someone joins. I'm like, they're gonna hear me talk about that, and then they're just probably gonna leave, which they did. That was kind of awkward. Another good thing, you know, of live streaming. I guess if someone comes in, I'll just say, hey, you know, watch from the beginning because this stream's almost over. Every time I do a live streaming, it comes up being really weird, and I'm working on it. Okay, I'm working on it. It's also just hard streaming for 0 people because you definitely act differently if you stream with 0 people compared with a few people compared with a lot of people. Well, I think a few and a lot aren't that different because they're still talking, interacting. But 0 people, it just feels like you're just, you know, having a chat with yourself. It's like, hey, you know, is this, is that. Another good thing I put down is themes. Like, I really liked, even though I felt really weird at the time doing a stream with just the light and then the bow tie and my lights were off, I was like, you can't see my face that well. It's probably just a weird stream doing that. It was actually pretty good, I would say. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of just a theme. Of course, I do have a better microphone now, to where my audio won't sound like I'm in a microwave. And I also have another theme written that I'll eventually do at some point. I guess it's kind of weird for someone to come into the stream and then just see that I'm talking to no one. I think that's probably the main weird part, and probably the reason why if you see a stream has 0 viewers, you're not necessarily going to join it. Another bad, you know, I mentioned is getting distracted, which I mentioned before. Another bad is coding, actually, because I don't really necessarily like doing those types of streams because I get very focused on coding, and it's sort of the reason why I don't do many devlogs as well, is because I'm very concentrated on the coding aspect, and combining a video idea with the coding puts a weird pressure on coding that I don't like. Like, coding is my safe, you know, mind space that I can get into. Like, yeah, I'm coding and, you know, just doing this problem solving, whatever. But then if I put a video on that, that's stress that I don't like being put onto coding, and then that's why I don't like it. I did it last semester, and that's why I put it into that, because I just, you know, there are some streams that you see where people are like, you know, drawing or I guess coding or doing this, doing that, or you know, planning a live stream that I think I've seen Doug do a couple times, and I know I feel really weird doing that, because then it's like, you know, you're here for entertainment, but this stream isn't necessarily for entertainment. It's more for me working, and then you're seeing me work. I don't know. It's a different form of entertainment, I guess. And then I would have showed you a game idea that I entered into a contest as well, which is really cool, and I made, you know, a PowerPoint for, because that's what I asked for. I thought we could go through it together, but you know, I don't want to just be talking to the wind necessarily, which is kind of another thing. But let's start this discussion. You know, me and me is, what do you do whenever you have 0 viewers? You know, do you just you know, do nothing waiting for someone? Because then if someone enters, then it's like, it doesn't look like you're just talking to yourself, which kind of makes you look crazy. Or do you talk and be like, hey, you know, this is a stream I'm joining in, and then you kind of look it through? Or is it weird to mention this because it's here? I'm getting so in my head over it, and this is why I'm ending the stream in an hour. And I originally thought about that. I was like, well, what if I get 0 viewers? I need to think about that scenario, so I'm not stuck in that scenario, and then I'm thinking about what I'll do. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just do the same thing, except only for an hour. And that's, worst case scenario has been planned. And then if I had more time in the 3 hours, I would have talked about what I've done in college, or what I've been doing in college, what I'm currently doing in college, and stuff like that. Because I realized I do it, and I'm like, yeah, that was cool, or I'm like exhausted, or don't want to think about it anymore. And then I realized, like, hey, you haven't really seen it, and I think it could be interesting for you guys to kind of know what's been happening. And then I put play Fall Guys if need to extend time, which I of course don't, because that's all. So of course I'm gonna thank you for being here, for the people who are watching it back. I really appreciate you, because like it's so weird thinking in my mind of just kind of doing this with no one here, because someone just joined in for a second again and then left. It's so sad. But yeah, as I was saying, it's I kind of made this video more for, or I guess this live stream, which is now kind of more video for anyone who can use it back, because there's no one here, and this video is for you, and it'll be always for you, and forever will be for you. And I appreciate you stuck around for an hour to hear me ramble, which wasn't the plan, but this was the worst case scenario. I think that's what I should get out of this, is it's okay if it's awkward, because it's the worst case scenario, and you know what? I think I'm doing good. I think that's the main reason why. Anyways, I'll internalize this later and overanalyze it, I guess. Or maybe I should do. If this happens again, I'll just stand here and stare at the camera and wait for people. But then, if someone joins and they see that, they'll probably leave. So it's like, what do I do? It's just a weird in between. But this was made for you. Stuck around, watch the VOD. This is pretty much over. I'm gonna end because I don't know. Because occasionally someone joins. I'm like, should I stop what I'm talking about? I'm like, I feel like I want to ask, like, hey, what do you want me to go through a spiel again or something or whatever? And then they just leave. I'm like, okay. But yeah, that's kind of what's happening. I hope that this wasn't too awkward and stuff like that. I know that I keep on apologizing, keep on saying this, and then continuing to just ramble on about things, because it just feels so awkward. But I will continue to live stream, and it'll be playing a game, which will then take my mind off of it, which is sort of why playing games is also good for streaming for the streamer, is because then if no one's watching, then you can just play a game and then just wait for someone and you're just playing a game. Yeah, I don't really have that much else to say. I feel like I need to say more to defend myself. And I feel like I'm gonna walk out and one of my roommates is gonna be like, yeah, I was listening to you outside the door and I don't know what you were doing. But yeah. Anyways, you'll see me again. I'm doing this type of thing, talking next semester, so about 6 months. And you'll see my next video soon. I think probably next month at some point, so like September. Okay. And you will see a short next month, and you will see me live streaming again in 2 weeks. And if you want to stay more up to date, stuff like that, join my Discord, which is of course always linked below, as well as my Twitter, which is apparently X, and that's a weird thing that we could have a discussion about if people are here and stuff like that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my rambling. I'm gonna quit thinking of new stuff to say because I think it's now been an hour. Actually, I can check if it's been an hour because I know I started a bit late just to kind of see when. How do I see that? Oh, an hour. Yep, it's been an hour. And due to that, I hope you all have a good day, and I will continue working on stuff and getting videos out and doing some pretty cool stuff. Again, there's some pretty cool stuff to look for if I do hit 1,000, which will be, you know, very epic and cool. And yeah, I'm just my next stream will be better. This is planned to be a small stream, and it was a lot smaller of a stream than I expected. So I'll see you then, playing Insound Mind, very fun game, and I will see you then.